This week, we're spilling the tea on the latest Alia Bhatt scandal, some suspicious behavior from a producer, and your guys' reactions to upcoming releases. Let's get into it.
Listen up, it's jazz.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Hot Chai Pod, a podcast where we serve all of that sizzling Bollywood tea. I'm your host, Jazz, and today we do have quite a bit of hot chai topics on the docket, and I thought we would kick off actually with this kind of random latest Instagram rant from Alia Bhatt. I did share it on the Hot Chai Instagram. If you guys aren't following, it's at Hot Chai Pod. Go ahead and follow. What happened this week was that Alia Bhatt posted on her Instagram stories this long message, mad that there were kind of paparazzi or just otherwise photos and videos taken of her and Ranbir Kapoor's new home, and asking for privacy, basically ranting that it's not okay to take photos of the inside of their home, even though they're not living there. And actually, it brought up quite a few questions about, celebrities' reasonable right to privacy, what is and is not too invasive. I think she's made a similar post like this maybe about a year ago, angry that maybe someone took a photo of her inside of her home. I mean, it's a good question. What is the responsibility of the media in protecting these celebrities' privacy? How far should paparazzi go? I've seen that discourse around Anushka Sharma and Virat Kohli and how they're very private about their kids' photos and stuff. All of this has been kind of trending as topics for a few years. In terms of Alia's complaint, specifically around, these shots around this house, this new home that she doesn't live into and you can kind of see into, I don't think it's really landing with me, and I'll tell you why. For the past couple years, Ranbir and Alia both call the paps to come watch them at this construction site, right? From ground zero, we have seen them visiting the progress of the house and being very open about it, and they've obviously called the paps. And some of that is oftentimes convenient. If there was really a problem with the paparazzi, then we really wouldn't be getting as many shots of their home, because we don't see the homes of Vicky and Katrina, Deepika and Ranveer. We're not really always seeing their homes and them outside their homes or them going to the gym. Because if you want privacy, it seems like you kind of can get it. The exceptions would be Shah Rukh Khan's Mannat, Amitabh Bachchan's home, where fans are always gathering. And so, of course, you actually are always seeing the outside of their homes. And they've taken kind of privacy measures elsewhere. I did see this point brought up on Reddit, which is that if you wanted privacy, why did you make the house kind of all glass that you can see through? Maybe it should have been tinted. People take photos of the Ambani residence all the time. It's kind of like a famous thing. So I don't know, maybe there wasn't as thoughtful of design. And I guess I'm also just feeling like it's not so invasive because they're not living there yet. So it's not like there's anyone inside the home, which leads me to my cynical reasoning, which, as I mentioned, these construction shots have been happening for a couple years at least. And sometimes it's very convenient where, they maybe want to stay in the news cycle, or, they haven't been getting enough press, or they have stuff coming out that they want to promote. And so, okay, it's time for a convenient, paparazzi walk to their home. And so with this latest kind of complaint from Alia, and just an FYI, we've talked about this in a previous episode, where she has gone on these Instagram rants and complained about things from months and months before even, kind of in an effort maybe to distract from bad press or comments she's made, or, Jigra not doing well at the box office. There are patterns that we've noticed in terms of a PR strategy that celebrities employ, and, definitely Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor.
We used to go out at night, he's like, wipe that off, because he loves the natural.
So what could they be distracting from right now? Potentially it was related to this interview that Neha Dhupia just recently gave, where she talked about how she had to combat the stigma of being pregnant before she got married to her husband. And she says that she feels good because now she's on a list with Neena Gupta, veteran actress, and Alia Bhatt. So we all know Alia Bhatt got pregnant before she got married, but she's never really confirmed it. So it's kind of strange, one, of Neha Dhupia to just kind of put that out there, but maybe because it was so obvious given when they got married versus when Raha was born, that she felt like she could just speak about it. But still, maybe not super cool. So some people think maybe that is why she wanted to distract from that and focus on her construction site and the privacy thing. So then this issue would take over the news cycle instead. And can we back up for a second? Because I then had to get a refresher about this whole Neha Dhupia marriage thing that happened. So she's married to an actor, Angad Bedi, if you can call him an actor, I guess, at this point. But anyways, they had a very scandalous origin story, which was that He, Angad Bedi, was dating Nora Fatehi and then promptly broke up with her or even ghosted her and married Neha Dhupia shortly after. And Neha Dhupia, as we all now know, was pregnant at that time. Now, everybody rightfully presumed and again alleged that Angad Bedi was cheating on Nora Fatehi with Neha Dhupia. And in interviews that came right after they got married, Neha Dhupia was like, oh, we didn't tell anyone that we were getting married. I wasn't even dating him. I didn't date him at all before we got married. What do you think that we believe about this situation? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so you didn't date. Were you friends? Were you set up and forced to get married in the Bollywood film industry? Like, it doesn't actually make any sense. You know, the simplest answer is that he left Nora Fatehi for her after she got pregnant. And Nora Fatehi has, talked about how she was super heartbroken after this breakup, but that it ended up being the best thing for her because then her career really took off. And later, Angad Bedi kind of acknowledged the relationship of like, oh, I wish her well. I think her guy's coming very soon, which like nobody cares about hearing from an ex-boyfriend. Like, who are you to say that, oh yeah, your guy's coming because I had to leave you because I cheated on you? That's just crazy talk to me. And he's so irrelevant. And he was obviously just trying to like ride on her coattails because she totally blew up. And he has landed nowhere in his career.
So for 3 years.
Wait, excuse me? Did you just say let's talk about the husband?
It's not.
It's obviously old news, but I felt like it was time to revisit that scandal since Neha Dhupia brought it up herself. Speaking of men who cheat, so unfortunately we have to talk about Boney Kapoor today. I don't want to, but it's been on my mind and it's been bothering me for at least a week and a half. Boney Kapoor, father to Ranbir Kapoor, Khushi Kapoor, and Arjun Kapoor, not in that order. This man has been undergoing a whole makeover. Okay, we talked about his hair transplant. Now he's on this Ozempic or something. He's getting super skinny. And with that comes some newfound strange confidence because he is posting a lot of selfies, images about himself, throwback stuff, trying to create like some personal brand on Instagram. And I'm sitting here like, is Boney Kapoor like trying to be cool? Like, does he think people want to follow him? Are people following? Are you guys, the teacups, betraying me and following this man? Let me know in the comments. But I saw a post that was truly disturbing. And it was like a photo of just himself standing by a bathtub. And I was like, this is in kind of poor taste, okay? Because if you don't remember, Sridevi, his late wife, passed away in a bathtub under kind of strange conditions, one could say. Obviously, there was no investigation or no foul play was found, so this is all just like alleged and speculation. But a lot of people had conspiracies that because Boney Kapoor was there when she passed away, that he had something to do with it. And maybe we'll dive into that theory another day. Just to reiterate, her passing was ruled as like an accidental drowning. Fast forward, I'm seeing images of him standing by a bathtub. Is this some sort of sign to those conspiracy theorists? Or are you just that insensitive that you're trying to post like a photo by a bathtub knowing, what people associate you and a bathtub with is Sridevi? It just seems strange and unnecessary. And possibly the worst option of all these three, if you can imagine, is that he is actually just thinking he looks really hot and he wants us to visualize him in the bathtub. I reported this photo to Instagram, but I don't think they took it down. You guys let me know. What do you think he was trying to accomplish with this bathroom photo? And speaking of Boney Kapoor, this week I am being dragged against my will, or rather for the teacups, to watch Param Sundari starring Ranbir Kapoor and Sid Malhotra. It's playing in theaters near me. It doesn't look like it's generating a lot of buzz, even though they've been promoting this for weeks. And teacups, you guys don't really seem that interested in it either. But I will watch it and I will report back. I'm just actually kind of glad that it's not Khushi Kapoor in the movie because I don't think I could actually pay money to watch her on screen. Hate to say it. I did watch Nadanya, you guys, so give me some credit. But it was on Netflix, and I think that maybe is a better place for her to be. And then on the other end of the spectrum is Sid Malhotra, who I've always really liked and who is gorgeous, obviously. But he's not the best actor, and I don't know if I'm getting any kind of good charm or vibe. A few of the songs come out for the movie, and I've seen them promoting all over, and I just don't feel like I'm being really pulled in one way or the other. So I will report back on how this kind of chemistry unfolds. And it does make you wonder where Sid's career might go after this. And for Teacup Time today, we have a couple of polls from the Hot Chai Pod Instagram. Again, if you're not following, go ahead and do that. And these were around upcoming releases. First up, Harnaaz Sandhu is coming out in a movie, Baaghi 4. I actually didn't see this coming. I don't really follow anything Tiger Shroff too closely, as you may or may not know. But now it's kind of caught my interest because Harnaaz has been trying to get into Bollywood definitely since she won the Miss Universe title. And she was on kind of a health struggle journey, and now it looks like she's maybe doing a lot better. And so she's in this song. She is looking really good. I'm seeing a lot of press comparing her to Priyanka Chopra and like Desi Girl vibe with the sari. I asked you guys what you thought about this look, and it was mostly split, with 55% of you saying that this kind of sari look is overplayed, which I actually agree. Maybe the aesthetic is a little overplayed, but she does look quite good in the song. And to that point, I then asked how you guys feel about this pairing between Harnaaz and Tiger Shroff, and it doesn't look like the majority of you are that into it, but surprisingly more than I thought. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Tiger Shroff. The Hot Chai Pod's official position is that we prefer Jackie Shroff instead. I don't know, are you guys excited to see Baaghi 4? I saw that it's coming out September 5th, which feels soon because promotions just started, or maybe it's delayed. However, I don't know that I'll be seeing it. I didn't see any of the other three, but from the teaser with Sanjay Dutt and Sonam Bajwa, more on her in a second, it looks like they're trying to be loosely inspired from Animal. And I think every movie in the Baaghi franchise is based on like a different movie, so I don't know. I'm definitely not going to the theater for this, but I actually might watch it on streaming just so I can get a sense of Harnaaz Sandhu's kind of Bollywood potential.
And that is good looks, and good looks.
And rounding up our polls, as I mentioned, we have Sonam Bajwa, and she is coming out in a movie with Harshvardhan and Rane, if everyone remembers our very niche support of him on this pod. So he had Sanam Teri Kasam, Haseen Dilruba, and he's coming out in this movie with her. It's titled Ek Divani Ki Divaniyat. So that looks like it's releasing in October. Looks like it's some sort of heavy love story, which seems to be kind of the mood du jour after Sayara. So I'm here for it. And it looks like you guys are too, because I asked if you guys were into this pairing and it's pretty split. So again, surprising to me. Sonam Bajwa, so she's actually very interesting to me because I've only seen her in a couple of films, but for Baaghi 4, she's out and she's doing this item number of sorts, and people were very split and unhappy that she as an outsider had to do kind of such a sultry, maybe vulgar hook step. But then again, it also is a lot of glamour, and maybe it is getting a lot of attention on her that she wouldn't get otherwise as an actress. So what do you guys think about that too? Do you think it's degrading because she's an outsider, or do you think she should just take the opportunities that she's getting right now? If you guys enjoyed the episode, please do like below, share with your friends, and I will be back next week. Bye!
Listen up, it's jazz.